sure the old bastard filled your head with all sorts of bad thoughts about me and mine. I was born a Muldoon. At school, the teacher was a Muldoon. The good man who taught me at the ranch was a Muldoon. The priest I was named after him, Father Seamus Muldoon. He tells you, go out and die. Oh, but if you'll pardon me, it's easier to say go out and die than it is to do it. And it's easier to say it than to watch it happen. In travel, as in most of life, less is invariably more. Everybody liked. I liked myself. I was the most successful musician in Vienna. And the happiest. Till he came. Mozart. I only saw her for a second, and she didn't see me at all. But I bet there hasn't been a month that's gone by since that I haven't thought of that girl. Madeline, there is nothing here for you. Only death. But then he had the fight of his life. He was pitted against his brother, Nibbles. And Sawyer, you're going out a youngster, but you gotta come back a star. But he brings back hatred, and not a non-judgmental viewpoint based on facts of how to deal with this. Why did they do this to us? We only wanted to live, you and I. Why should they send us out to fight each other? One of those calls because they're not just code numbers on a radio beam. They're cries for help. People are being cheated, robbed, murdered, raped. My name is Patrick Bateman, and I'm 27 years old, and I believe in taking care of myself. Ballparks are like cathedrals, and all the hotels, they have room service. And the women? Long legs and brains.
You gotta look in his eyes. Now, I think you're gonna see a guy who's willing to go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who's willing to sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him.
The tremor of that impact shook my arm. Warm blood splashed my face. Whatever was left of Walter Kovacs died that night. Waiting again to find something worth missing. So I can find it, lose it, and feel the deliciousness of its absence. Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is that feeling that brought you to me, Neo. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Thank you for our children. For the first time I saw them,
Used to be the dealers knew your name, knew what you drank, knew your game. Today it's like checking in an airport. Just tell me where and when, and I'll show up. This is a time for serious people, Bob, and your 15 minutes are up. My name is Andrew Shepard, and I am the president.
well, you could only dream of getting out. Getting anywhere. Getting all the way to the FBI.
If you don't have my money for me, I'm gonna crack your fucking head wide open in front of everybody in the bank. Greed, in all its forms. Greed for life, for money, for love, knowledge, has all marked the upward surge of mankind. And the Germans will be sick about us. And the Germans will talk about us. And the Germans will fear us. And when I see the worst in people, Henry, I don't need to look past seeing them to get all I need. I've built up my hatreds over the years. Little by little. Science, perception, reality, doubt, reasonable doubt. I'm just saying sometimes the more you look, the less you really know. There's not enough reason, man, to feel Someone die in your hands. See your best buddy blown away.
I'm going to meet him in Los Angeles. And on my way to JFK, I'm in the taxi cab and I hear on the radio.
The price you pay for bringing up either my Chinese or American heritage as a negative is I take your fucking head. And it never comes. Or it seems to. It doesn't really. Or if it's election night and you're excited and you want to celebrate because some fudge packer that you date's been elected the first queer president of the United States and he's going to invite you to Camp David and you want someone to share the moment with, even then, don't knock. Go ahead, leave. There's the door. No one's stopping you. You could have left any day, but you stayed. We've been face to face, yeah. But I will not hesitate. Not 1 second.
The fact is you're in a relationship. The fact is, you met me yesterday. I could have had class. Could have been a contender. I could have been somebody.
Were you going to plagiarize the whole thing for us? Or do you have some thoughts of your own on the matter? Or is that your thing?
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
And I never wanted to forget. I wanted to remember it. And then it hit me. Like a diamond bullet. A diamond bullet through the center of my forehead. I mean, come on. Aren't there supposed to be posters or bracelets or something? How was I supposed to know she was allergic? I honestly did not know that she was going to have a reaction.
We made things. Power. Warm places, memories. The undeniable love between two souls who were meant to meet.
He said, we have to look into that. And I said, yeah, there's not really anything to look into. I wanted this girl and she left. Me. She left me. Dealing with the situation. Dealing with it. It's about expressing oneself creatively. Because that's what the soul needs to do.
And the whole time, they're getting closer. And closer.
I've been in this business since '89. Most of these Harvard MBA types, they don't add up to dog shit.